Hello everyone, this is going to be first video in a series of videos about patching and laying things out on the stage. It's going to be kind of split into probably a few parts. Part one is kind of a overview of the rack and how that works together to deliver signal to the other systems or to route that signal places. All right. This IDR is the brain of our system. This D-Lab DM32. I guess it's not an IDR anymore. That was with the old system. The new system is the DM. This is the brain of everything. All right. Analog patch comes from the stage up here. Is analog patches here. Here's the big thing you're going to need to know going forward. This is I/O port 1, and it holds our Dante card. You can see the Dante there. I/O port 2 holds our Waves card, and I/O port 3 holds our Giga Ace card. All right. So this is kind of the brain of the system. This ME here comes down here to the ME, forget what this is called, MEU. Comes to the MEU. This controls all of the ME1s on the stage. So that comes out of this ME plug here. So anytime that we're on stage and we have an analog signal coming in, for example, right now we're running the piano analog. That comes into a floor pocket, runs in there to that top part of the rack, gets patched into the IDR, and then out at the soundboard, we select that. There's also another video on this bad boy here, getting an analog signal from the stage. But then we also have digital Dante stage through boxes like this. So that is a Dante network interface. You get analog signal in right here through these two things. It runs into here. The second it hits here, it is now on I/O port 1 because that Dante card in the room in there was plugged into I/O port 1. All right, here's our MEs, and I'm going to show you now backstage on how we had those routed. Initially, I may not have an outline back here. Initially, we were plugging each one of those boxes into the stage, and I got kind of tired of that. So I set up these network, let me see if I can get some flashlight here. Oh, look at that. I set up these network switches, and now all of our MEs for this side of the stage just run into this network box. All of our Dante boxes run into this network box, and there's one box from there that runs into the floor that runs back to the card. So what that means is instead of having to find a floor plug for all of the boxes, we can just run them back to there, plug everything in to one spot, and then if I have issues, I know right where to go to troubleshoot instead of having to troubleshoot everything back. On stage, this is the right side of stage, stage right, we have the boxes are back here, and they kept falling off the back, so I just pushed them back there. This one's Dante, this side is ME1, and they're right there. All right. Now, all that being said, we still have analog things like the drums. Here, you remember I said our piano was running analog. It's still running analog over there. So we still have some analog things, but that is essentially how things correspond off the stage. The other big thing you need to know is Dante there is labeled. Once I assign that box to be number 113 and 114, anytime you plug that box in, it's always 113 and 114. So the one over there, I think, was 111, 112 maybe. This one is 107, 108, which that means is channel 1 is 107, channel 2 is 108. And that is the stage, the rack for how things are in the box there. So as we move to the soundboard, how things are located in the rack there will make more sense.